Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm very pleased to be part of this bicameral, bipartisan effort to help identify programs and activities that are at risk of failure, and also to help us on the mission of rooting out waste, fraud, abuse, and inefficiencies in the federal government. Good government is, after all, at the core of our committee's mission. The high-risk list that the GAO releases at the beginning of every Congress serves as a roadmap to those of us in Congress who are charged with government oversight. Over the last 2 years, as our chairman has indicated, the committee has held hearings and proposed legislative reforms to address several areas of concern on GAO's 2007 high-risk list. As Senator Lieberman indicated, we have made some considerable progress in tightening our contracting laws to help strengthen competition in federal contracting, to help rebuild the government's acquisition workforce, and to increase accountability and transparency. I believe that we can make additional progress in this area, which is unfortunately a perennial candidate for inclusion on the high-risk list. As we review the GAO's new high-risk list, like the chairman, I'm particularly struck by one of the additions, and that is the need for federal financial regulatory reform. As Congress considers what to do next with the Troubled Asset Relief Program and with the potential economic stimulus package, we must also ask how to repair our system of regulation to minimize the risk of another financial crisis building up undetected and unchallenged by regulators. Regulatory reform in the financial arena is absolutely essential to restoring public confidence in our financial markets. As the chairman indicated, we began with hearings yesterday, assisted ably by GAO's most recent study in this area, and it will be a priority of this committee. The challenges highlighted on the latest high-risk list are significant. Whether it's helping to ensure that programs such as the 2010 census are viable and working as intended, or protecting our nation's critical infrastructure, or continuing to work on the challenges posed by the Department of Homeland Security, or modernizing an outdated financial regulatory system, it is obvious that much work remains to be done, and the GAO's list will provide a guidebook for us as we proceed in the next Congress. I also want to acknowledge that everyone here has tackled various issues on the high-risk list, and it is sometimes difficult to solve those issues in just 2 or even 4 years' time. But I'm convinced that with aggressive oversight and legislative reforms, we can continue to make a difference with GAO as our partner.